Hey guys, it's me, Emily, and today I'm going to be talking about the misconceptions that I've had about musicals, which basically means the things that I thought before watching a musical or maybe before listening to the soundtrack or something. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, and if not, hopefully it does make sense as this video goes along. Now, before we get started, if you are not already subscribed, you can hit that lovely subscribe button down below. And also, if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, there's also down there as well. So yeah, alright, let's get started. I don't know why I do that. I've never known like a good intro. I just always say let's get started, but I feel like that sounds too like Disney Channel. Like, let's get started, do 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 do. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that was. Now, these aren't really ranked in any sort of order, but I'm kind of putting numbers on them just so I can like keep track of what I have and what I don't. So the number one misconception I had about a musical is Spring Awakening. For some reason, I thought it was about the Titanic. I have no idea why. I don't know what led me to believe that, but I never listened to it because I was like, I don't know why they would make the Titanic a musical, but I'm not interested in that. But then, kind of recently, I saw that it had Jonathan Groff in it, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll like it. I'll try it out. And yeah, it obviously wasn't about the Titanic, and it was a very good musical, but a very surprising musical to watch with some of the scenes in there. And I really do enjoy it. I wouldn't say like it's one of my favorite musicals, but it is pretty good, and it is good to know that it's not about the Titanic. The second misconception that I had about a musical was Hamilton. And I know that probably sounds terrible or like how in the world, but when it first came out, all that I heard about it was that it was about the Founding Fathers. And to me, that really wasn't interesting, and so it sort of sounded boring, so I just never listened to it. And even though I knew it was done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, that still wasn't enough for me to listen to it. But when it first came out, Hamilton, like, it started to become really big on Tumblr as well. And I had a Tumblr at that time, and so I was seeing all this great stuff about it. So I decided to finally listen to it one day, and I'm really glad I did because I became obsessed with it. And on this channel, a lot of the content, like, was Hamilton for a while because I was going through that stage of, like, being really obsessed with it, and I'm very glad about that. Now, the third misconception about a musical that I had is on Heathers the Musical. Now, I hadn't even watched the movie Heathers, which is what the musical is even based off of. So all that I knew about Heathers was just from like Tumblr and YouTube. And so really, to me, it just seemed like a cheesy teen satire, if that's the word, movie and like, or musical. Well, I guess both. So I just never really got into it. And I don't even know what caused me to listen to it, but I'm really glad that I did because I ended up highly enjoying it. I really enjoy the dark humor in it. I enjoy the music. I love the movie because it's got Winona Ryder and Kristen Slater in it. And I think they did a really good job turning the movie into a musical. Now, the fourth misconception that I had about a musical is be more chill. Now, again, all that I had known about it was from like Tumblr. I don't even think YouTube. I think it was just mainly Tumblr. And I only would see things like people's drawings of like Michael and Jeremy. And so I didn't really know what the characters were. It just kind of seemed like odd, really. Like I never could get a plot of what it was about from Tumblr. So finally I just decided to listen to it. And I think the first thing that I listened to was Michael in the bathroom. Wait, was it? No, the first time I listened to it was I did a reaction video of Be More Chill on this channel. I totally forgot about that. Huh, okay. So yeah, I had filmed a reaction video on this channel. I don't know how I forgot that. But so I basically listened to like bits and pieces of the songs, and then once the video was done, I went back and listened to all the songs all the way through, and I slowly but surely became obsessed with it. And sort of like Hamilton, a lot of the content on this channel has been Be More Chill, and probably will continue to be because the show just recently opened on Broadway, which is incredible. So yeah, I love Be More Chill. It has such a special place in my heart for a lot of different reasons, and it's been awesome to watch it go from like not even running on in any theater to like being on Broadway. So yeah, I am so glad that Tumblr convinced me to listen to it. The fifth misconception that I had about a musical is Les Mis. Now, as somebody who read the book, which is like this big, I didn't know how in the world they were going to make that into a musical, but they did, and it's actually a really good musical. Now, I wouldn't say I am obsessed with it, but I do enjoy it. I've watched, I think it was like a live concert performance or something. I forgot what it was called. And I do enjoy it. I think they did a really good job turning such a big and lengthy book into a lengthy musical, but they did. And so yeah, so my misconception was just like that it couldn't be done, and it was done. The sixth misconception that I had about a musical is Wicked the Musical. Now, I was a little bit younger when I started to get into it. I had read The Wizard of Oz, I had watched the movie, really liked it, so when I found out about Wicked, I was like, oh, well, that's going to be right up my alley. But since I was a bit younger, my mother was concerned that it was going to be a little bit too dark, and it was about two witches, so that's kind of like, But then somebody that we know that is a big fan of musicals has actually seen the production as well. It was like, no, I think Emily will really like it. I think, she'll not be spooked. That wasn't her words, but she was basically like, she'll enjoy it. And so I read the book and I really loved it. And then I was listening to a Broadway playlist and Popular came on and I was like, wait a second, that's from Wicked. So I became slowly but surely again obsessed with Wicked. I loved it. I actually got to see a touring production of the show, which was incredible. And I love the show because it kind of speaks to me personally. And at the time when I started listening to it, it helped me with a lot of things. I related to Elphaba a lot, like I'm sure a lot of people do, about being comfortable, like who you are and all of that. So it was really cool, and I needed that. I needed to listen to the musical. I needed that message, during the time. And so, yeah, I actually recently made a video about when you're obsessed with Wicked the Musical, which is pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. If you want to watch it, go check it out. The final misconception about a musical, musicals, that I still have is Oklahoma and Hello Dolly. Now, a friend of mine is in a school production of Hello Dolly, and I thought that was Oklahoma. And I could be wrong about Oklahoma, but I feel like Oklahoma is like southern, western, country, cowboy, maybe? And so I thought that was Hello Dolly, so I was like, oh, you're going to be playing as the cowboy, you're going to be. And I said that basically the whole time that I was with that person. And I got home and I searched on YouTube Hello Dolly because I wanted to know what it was about. And it was not cowgirls. It was not cowgirls and cowboys. It was something completely different. And I realized I had mistaken it for Oklahoma. Now again, Oklahoma may not be about that, but yeah. So my misconception is I don't know what either of the musicals are about, but I certainly got Hello Dolly wrong. So there you guys go. There were my misconceptions that I have had about musicals. My voice just went, musicals. I don't know. Stop. My misconceptions about musicals that I have had. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, you can give it a big thumbs up. And again, if you are not already subscribed, you can hit that lovely subscribe button down below. And if you guys want to tell me maybe some misconceptions that you've had about musicals that maybe were proved wrong, or maybe you still don't know about the musicals, tell me in the comments below. I would love to hear about that. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and remember to stay odd, you beautiful human beings. And I will see you in the next video. Bye! Woo!